this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you too can perform that really surprising illusion of cutting and restoring the elastic on, of course, a safety mask. One of the big challenges in magic is getting people to care, so taking a trick and making it more than just a trick, something that's easily dismissed. And so one of the things I love to do is look at the classic effect of magic. And this, of course, is the cut and restored rope, an ancient trick. But there's certain advantages to doing it with elastic. And I'm going to get into those in a second. So I'm going to reveal the secret how you can do this. And of course, this makes that classic trick much more relevant, much more interesting. Whether you're doing it on a front lawn of a neighbor's show, where you take off the mask, it's a great opening trick. Really, really strong and fun way to do that. And of course, the mask can be examined, the elastic can be examined. You could even do this with a little bit of preparation. You could do this with a borrowed mask. However, the idea of handing someone's mask, you could offer someone a brand new mask from a case and ask to borrow theirs, and wearing rubber gloves, you could go from there. So that could work too. I think using your own mask makes the most sense though. And again, this makes the classic trick much more relevant. They'll reveal the secret and show you exactly how you can do this. It's an easy trick and uses some old principles in kind of a fun new way. On this video, we're also going to announce the winners of last week's. What do we got here? Let me double check here. The grand opening winners. A whole bunch of you left comments on the video last week about grand opening, wanting to win the grand opening, which is a very cool trick where select and sign card appears in a crazy place. We're gonna do that. And let's jump in right now. And this week I'm going to give away sound waves. Now, sound waves, you can check it out at SankeyMagic.com. Sound waves is a mentalism trick involving music. Got a list of 100 of the top, most popular songs from the last decade. So very relevant again. I'm a big fan of trying to make my magic, my mentalism, as relevant and interesting as possible. And so Sound Waves comes with a very special list. It's a very cool prediction trick, lots of ways to reveal it, and people care about the songs. The songs are popular, whether you're, 14 or 40, you will have heard of some of these songs over the past decade. So a very cool trick. Here's your chance to win one of the 12. Leave a comment. Leave a comment down below on this video and let me know if you could make anything appear. Just sort of a fun idea here. If you had supernatural powers and you could take off your mask and make anything appear from inside the mask, what do you think would be the funniest or the strangest or the most shocking, or maybe the most emotionally, most romantic, something that would really engage people? So leave a comment down below and let me know, what would you make appear from here if you had supernatural powers? So it could be anything. Don't just think like a typical magician. Anything from inside the mask. What would it be? Leave a comment down below for your chance to win one of 12 of my Sound Waves gimmicks. Now, in a moment, I'm going to announce the winners of the grand opening. Okay, grand opening winners. But first, let's jump into here and take a look at what we're doing. What are we doing here? What I've done is I got an ordinary mask. It's ungimmicked. It's all good to go. And then from another mask, I've cut a length here. Cut a length. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and I'm going to make a loop. I'm going to make a loop, and the loop is going to be about what? What are we going to do? I don't know, 1.5 inches long. It's a loop, okay? And then where the end of the loop and the rest of it, I've got a piece of white tape. Could be clear tape, duct tape, quack, duct tape jokes. Very original. Call the cops. Very original. You take this, and I'm just going to wrap this around the very end, okay? Let's see if we can do this here. And wrap it around here like this. What it does, and it's not stretched. Okay, there's no stretching going on at this point. Wrap it around a few times. Then I'm going to take a pair of scissors. Okay, pair of scissors. As a child, I didn't have any plush toys or really anything like that to cuddle with, but I did have a pair of scissors. His name was Felix. I don't know why. There's no pun there. Felix the Scissors. People, they wake me up in the morning and go, "Oh, Jay's all cut up again. I wonder why. Was he shaving? Was he trying to shave, cuddling with his scissors?" So we've got that there like that. Okay. Now, we're using a gimmick, and it's a classic gimmick. You can find this at a lot of magic shops, online magic shops. I know we have some, not a ton. We don't sell a lot on SankeyMagic.com. We do not sell a lot of standard props, usually my custom gimmick specialized stuff. But you're going to be using a thumb tip. A thumb tip. Now, this is a Vernay thumb tip. Whether you buy it from me at SankeyMagic.com or wherever you go, get a Vernay brand. They're the best. They cost a teeny bit more. They're cheap, but they really are the best, the Vernay brand. One of the things you can do with these is you put it on your thumb and then put it, or you have this soaking in really warm water. And by really warm, I mean volcanic. And then you can take it and put it on your thumb. It'll actually take the shape when you press it, because it's a plastique. It'll take the shape of your thumb, which is kind of what you want. Now, So I've got a thumb tip here. And I've got this loop here, and I put this inside with the little tape end down. If you put the tape end up like this, you'll have a very different trick. It's the appearing masking tape on the thing. So this is tucked down in there, and then my thumb is deliberately, when I push it down in there, I don't want my thumb to be on top. I want to make sure that there is some of the loop against the pad of my thumb and the inside of the thumb tip, okay? Like this. Boom. And unless you got really tiny hands, unless you're like literally 2.5 months old, this is a standard size thumb tip. It'll fit on most people's thumbs, okay? So you're like this. That's here like this. And here's the start. The start looks so beautiful and natural, okay? So if you got the mask, very easy to take off the mask and hide this. You don't have to be too paranoid, but it can be here. I can come up here and put my thumb in here and kind of wiggle the whole thing off. There's lots of cover. It's on my right thumb, okay? The other thing you want to make sure to do, though, is you're going to pull, if there's a tightener on your thing, you're going to pull it all the way down because you want this like this, nice and clean. And as I mentioned a lot, when your hands are both doing the same thing, okay, when your hands are both doing the same action, then there's not going to be heat. If I do, for example, if I'm here like this, holding this and showing this very fairly, look, everything's fair. It immediately, psychologically, people focus over here, okay? But if both hands are holding, 2 fingers to cover, and you do this, and you've taken it off like this, nothing more natural in the world. It looks exactly like I just pulled up a little loop. I mean, look at that. But it's actually, I left the thumb tip in the hand and pulled a bit of this loop out. But the action, because there's lots of stuff with thumb tips that takes a lot of practice because it doesn't look natural. But this, from here to here, leave the thumb tip in, pull up just a little bit, looks like nothing. Now, the scissors could be in your back pocket. The scissors can be under your arm while you're taking it off and doing this. The scissors could be over on a table. If you're doing this on Zoom, they could be off to the side. But as soon as you pull this loop out, make sure no matter what you do next, is get a speech therapist. No matter what you do next, is don't let this go out of the camera, okay? Or people are going to be suspicious. Keep it in front of the camera. So I'm here now. Now the next part is really cool. The way you go in, the way you go out, and that nice little addition at the end that sells it. But before, it's such a tease. Before we get into that, the winners of last week's, here we go. Last week's winner, the grand opening winners. Here, if I name your name now, as always, guys, email my team at contact@sankeymagic.com. Platypus Illusions. I was trying, ruined it. Platypus Illusion. Don't go there. That's a very inappropriate site. We'll leave it right there. Okay, the winners. Grand opening. Thomas Tufts. Really, like the hair. Tufts. Tufts. You won. Thomas Tufts. Joe Cowley. Cameron Binns. Danny Ball. Richard Fulher. Almost like Fulher. F-O-L-E-H-E-R. Richard Fuller. Magic Canadian. All one word. Magic Canadian. Nice. David Gutierrez. Gutierrez. Brian Avichauser. Wow. Lucas Endlich, as opposed to Endlich, I think. I don't know. Maybe he hangs out with Danny Ball. Boom. Tyler O'Neill. This is I think Asian. It's Suzuki Bado. T-S. Like Tzatziki, it's Suzuki Bado and Felipe Aguirre, A-G-U-I-R-R-E. You 12 won, okay? Y'all won, congratulations, you won a grand opening. Contact my teams at contact@sankeymagic.com. Give them your real name, your YouTube name, and your shipping address. They will send you a grand opening. You're gonna really like that one. Okay, they're the winners. All right, let's get back into this. Here we go. I'm keeping things under the stand because I got a fan on the ceiling here. Okay. So, we're just about to cut this. We've got this pulled out here like this. We've got it hidden in our hand here like this. Like that, okay? We've got this here like this. And boy, it looks so legit. I mean, look at that. Okay, that looks so fair. You got your pair of scissors. You take your time. Make sure you have a really firm grip on the loop. Okay? Notice if I cut here, this doesn't read as well visually. And whether you're doing it on camera or live, and for some people out of picnic is you come over and make sure you see it this side. And take your time. Just boom. Make sure to see those ends. That sells it. There's no question. You just cut it. It's clearly. Okay, now, I suggest you take this and put it under your arm. Don't stab yourself, okay? like this. You're here. You're going to come over, you're going to tuck in the ends, you're going to use your little bit of finger and then the thumb. And when you do the thumb, of course, what you're doing is you're loading the thumb tip. Boom, you do this, the thumb tip's back on with the cut. And don't worry if it's turned slightly, okay? Don't worry, okay? Oh my God, Mommy, what is going? No, he's like this, okay? You do this. Once it's on your thumb, rub the back of the hand in a magical fashion. Then go for the scissors and use the scissors like a magic wand. Now I've used the scissors. I'm done with the scissors. What am I going to do with them? I'm going to keep this in full view. I'm going to get rid of this off to the table or in my pocket. And when I get rid of it, what am I going to do? Jam it down in my pocket and just leave the thumb tip behind. Thumb tip's left in the pocket. The scissors left in the pocket. The audience thinks you cut, and now what's he going to do next? I think he's going to try to heal him, but boy, it looks good. So you're here, hands empty here. Now, you could do this. Ta-da! And ruin the trick. Because it's boring, no one cares, there's no drama. It also isn't clear, are they glued together? Is there some sort of, earthlings make me very, very angry, some sort of anti-gravity Martian dust? Is there a little bit of Virginia honey on that? So, instead, make it magic. Take your time. Rub it like this, okay? And then here's the part I think so great about elastic, unlike with rope, is then you pull, and here, your hands are not open yet. Here, your hands open, and you're stretching. That stretch totally says, dang, that is restored. It's 100% restored. Your hands are empty. You could have this examined. Real magic, just a very, very pretty illusion. Don't forget, leave a couple of things. First, if you're looking for a fresh thumb tip, Vernay style, check it out at sankeymagic.com. We've got some there. Not a ton. Got some there. Second is leave a comment down below. If you could make anything appear out of the mask, okay? It could be what? Jay usually talks about the heads of animals. I'm not going to do that today. Too late. It could be a block of ice. It could be a very small missile ticking. It's a retro tick, tick, tick. Everyone run. It's a ticking missile. What would be a cool thing? Leave a comment down below for your chance to win one of my sound waves. A very big thank you to all of you who've recently started following me on my new Instagram account, Sankey Says. I've had so much fun sharing psychology and philosophy and creativity theory. There's so much going on the account. And very soon I'm going to be holding a contest. And in the contest, I'm going to be giving away 6 PDFs of my brand new book, The Community of Life. Now, the community of life is a combination of metaphysics and psychology and philosophy, real mixed bag, but 2 of the big themes are, first, it's a celebration of unique perspective. I love the fact that none of us see the world in quite the same way. The other theme in the book is the notion that despite our differences and despite anxieties and fears, so many of us still long to connect with each other and the world around us. So those are 2 of the big themes in the book. I'm going to give away 6 PDFs very soon, all right? So please start following me on the new Instagram account at Sankey Says today.